Hey folks, it's Mitch Garvis, www.passionforcigars.com, and I am sitting here at the Smoke and Glutes Lounge in beautiful Kentville, Ontario, and it's time for another cigar. Now this one's going to be a special one. I pulled out, actually Gilbert Lutes pulled out, a box of Robaina XV Aniversario, which is a 15th anniversary, and this is Torcido exclusivamente para Canada, which means it was made, rolled specifically, exclusively for Canada. And because Canada is almost the biggest country in the world, this is a big cigar. This is a large vitola. I'm very happy with it. And if we look at the bottom of this box, we see LAR is the factory code, and October 12 means they were rolled in October of 2012. This is a fabulous cigar. I've had it before. Because it is a thicker vitola, I'm going to use the thicker punch on it. And I'm going to do that gently and make sure that I get it clean. There you go. Just tap that out. And as opposed to the last cigar that I smoked, which is a Nicaraguan, this is a Habanos Puro, which means it's a pure Cuban tobacco. All of this tobacco is from Pinar del Rio, Cuba. And it smells beautiful. It has this farm smell that I love. And I'm going to light it up. As usual, as I always do, with some wooden matches. Oh, even better. My lovely assistant just handed me some cedar spills, so I'm going to take the wooden match and I'm going to light the end of the spill. So this will be, and I threw that into the wrong, there we go. This will be a pure cedar light. Once I get that fire, I'm going to have to relight this spill, I'm afraid. Sometimes the spill doesn't light very well because it's a very thin end. Not a problem. We're going to do that one more time.
What's your beard on fire?
I've been advised by the Peanut Gallery not to light my beard on fire, which is good advice. Thank you very much. And I'm going to toast the end of it a little bit. Because cedar does tend to go out, I like to keep the spill at an up angle, so it's burning up the cedar. And I see that it's toasting very well. And that is a perfect light. You see that I have the whole red cherry there, which means it's ready to go. That's something you're going to notice. You get a better cherry on it when you do toast the end of the cigar before lighting it. This is a very different experience than the non-Cuban Pactagas that I had a few minutes ago. For one thing, I will mention that it is a slightly tighter draw. Now, it's not tight enough that I would want to drill it or recut it. It's just a tighter draw, and it's a very well-rolled cigar. The construction on this cigar is perfect. We see it's double-banded with the Robaina band, and the other one that says Exclusivo Canada. So this is exclusively for Canada, and you can tell because it has the Canadian Don't Smoke or You'll Die label on it. Thank you very much. As well, somewhere here it should say that we've paid Canadian taxes. I don't see that, so it's entirely possible that Glutes smuggled this through somewhere. And because all of the exclusive boxes or the limited edition boxes will have a number on it. There were 5,000 of these boxes made. This is box number 2,510, right down the middle, but I don't think that makes a difference. And it's tasting very, very light compared to the Maduro cigar that I just had. I'm getting hay, I'm getting grass, I'm not getting any pepper, I'm not getting any spice. maybe a little mint on the tip of my tongue. Again, when I retrohale, I'm not getting anything off it. You'll also notice that I'm getting much less smoke than I get on a lot of cigars. That doesn't mean it's smoking badly. It just means that it's a different construction. So I'm going to smoke this for a little while. When it's about halfway done, I'll come back and I'll give you a bit of a rundown on what I'm experiencing right now. But so far, smoking very nicely. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. For www.passionforcigars.com, I'm Mitch Garvis. Thanks for watching.
Good job, buddy.
And I'm smoking this Robaina Canada exclusive 15th anniversary cigar, and it is absolutely spectacular. Not only does it taste the way a Cuban cigar should taste, but you can look at the construction on that. It is a laser cut or a laser burn. I'm getting a great dime stack. And I'm not the kind of guy who's going to try to have competitions about the dime stack. I tap my ash pretty regularly, but this is a well-constructed cigar, and I wanted to come on camera just to show you that. I'm still getting the same hints. The farm fresh taste, hay and grass, and it's wonderful. And I'm going to come back in a few minutes and tell you more about it about halfway through the cigar. For PassionForCigars.com, I'm Mitch Garvis. Thanks for watching. So I'm here with the Robaina XV Aniversario cigar, the exclusive Canada from 2012, and I'm really enjoying it. The first third has been giving me sweetness and creaminess, almost chocolatey coffee taste, and I'm starting to detect hints of leather and possibly even fruit. I said at the beginning that this was a very light cigar. I have to tell you that has changed. This is probably medium to full body, and it is going well. And you can see that it is still smoking beautifully. I've got about an inch and change of ash. With any luck, it will not fall off while I'm on camera. I'm sure at some point it will, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops, because a longer cigar, you're going to get very different flavors and notes from the first third to the second third to the last third. Let's see what it develops into. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey folks, it's Mitch Garvis with Gilbert Lutes, www.passionforcigars.com. And Gilbert and I, Glutes and I, lit this cigar at the same time. We're smoking the exact same cigar from the exact same box, and we have a very different experience. Let's bring this up close. We can see that mine has the dime stack, and Gibby's or Glutes has what's called coning. His cigar is probably a little tighter in the middle. Now he does say that he didn't light it as assiduously as he normally does, but coning cigars is not a bad thing. It just means that it's smoking a little bit differently. Now I'm pretty sure that if you were to tap that ash, it would still have a bit of a cone to it.
It will. Actually, it's quite, the cone part is quite hard, actually.
Okay, so there are a couple of ways to solve that. The reality is, though, sometimes, because these cigars are made completely by hand from completely organic product, sometimes you get some imperfections. It's not uncommon, but it's something that you do want to avoid. Now, Don over there, who's going to come on to camera in a few minutes, is a much bigger fan of Nicaraguan cigars, and he goes down to Nicaragua probably more often than I go down to Cuba, which is saying something. So we're going to talk to him about non-Cuban or Nicaraguan cigars in a few minutes. But Gilbert, aside from the coning, how are you enjoying the smoke?
Oh, it's fantastic.
And you say you're not biting down on it. We've still got labels.
No, I don't need to, because the draw is very nice.
Yep.
But I don't retrohale, and you were just talking about the different flavors you will pick up from retrohaling. I haven't quite mastered that yet, so.
All right. Gilbert, like many of us, picked up cigars later in life. Well, like many people who picked up cigars a little later in life. You are originally a cigarette smoker, is that right? No,
never.
You're not? Oh, I'm sorry.
Never.
But you do smoke a lot of pipes.
Not a lot. Occasionally a pipe. I've only been smoking cigars for 2 years.
You collect a lot of pipes.
I do. I have quite the collection.
You also have, I'm going to show the viewers over here, you also have a few cigars. That's
I got a couple.
that's fridge humidor number 1. That's fridge humidor number 2. And along the wall, he's got several different humidors.
I think there's 7 total.
7 humidors on the wall. And if you look at the wall closely there, you're going to see that behind the television, we have all sorts of cigar boxes on the wall. A lot of people will throw the boxes out. A lot of people will collect them. Gilbert actually found a great way to, something great to do with the cigar boxes when you're done with them. So we put them on the wall. In fact, we did it a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Maybe a couple of months ago.
Yep.
And we had a great time. Of course, there were some cigars involved as well.
It happens.
And we had a great time. So for passionforcigars.com, Gilbert Lutes, I'm Mitch Garvis. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Hey folks, Mitch Garvis, www.passionforcigars.com. I'm here with Gluteus Maximus, aka Gilbert Lutes, John Gilbert Lutes, as I learned tonight.
Yeah.
And we are still smoking the same cigar. I've taken my band off.
Yeah.
You'll notice how his, first of all, is a lot shorter than mine. And Gilbert just smokes a lot faster than I do. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way he is. You'll also notice that his coning has cleaned up completely. This is not...
It's burning quite nicely now.
This was not fixed. It just fixed itself. So it's ready to go, and we're all happy. Now you have decided to go with a very interesting pairing with that Cuban cigar.
Yeah. This is the Peat Monster.
That is a blended malt whiskey from Scotland. I believe it's mostly from Islay, Scotland. And if you look at it, it's smoky and peaty. And, sorry, in French it's tourbé et fumé. I don't know that I would have actually come up with the word tourbé.
It's quite pungent.
Is there an alcohol by volume on this? This is a 46 alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
And it's, if you look at the glass, it's very light. That is not watered down. This is a very, very light colored, clear whiskey. And I've had it before, and it pairs beautifully. How do you find it pairs?
It's very good. It's quite pungent, though. The flavor is really, really peaty. So, I mean, I do love the peat in the Scotch, so it actually works really well with this cigar.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm finding towards the end of the cigar, it's gotten to be a very full-bodied cigar.
Yes.
It's got some fruity flavors to it. The leather's still there. The creaminess is gone. As I said about a previous cigar, this is not a cigar for a beginner or for the faint of heart. This is a man's cigar.
Agreed.
But it's certainly enjoyable, and you want to tap your ash right into... No. I would never tap my ash into a Scottish whiskey, even if it's a blend.
I have done that one time by accident, reaching for the ashtray, and the ash dropped right in my Scotch.
And we don't want to do that. So,
A little smoky flavor.
I think overall this is a wonderful cigar. I don't generally buy the regional exclusive cigars because they really are more money than they're really worth. You're really paying for the regional cachet, but it's certainly a good cigar. It's not a typical Robaina cigar. It's probably stronger than that.
Yeah, it's great. It's settling in quite nicely, but it does get stronger in the last third for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So overall, would you rate this to be a go again cigar?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Now the only problem is the price tag in Canada is a little hefty. It was a $55 cigar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it because you can't buy them anymore. They were only made for 1 year, like most regional editions. So we're definitely giving this 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs and a glass up.
Yeah.
For passionforcigars.com with Gilbert Lutes, I'm Mitch Garvis. And thanks for watching.
Cheers.